This is Chris Medeiros. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Chris Medeiros. Subscribe to this channel, Word of Chris, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 18 review, and it was titled "No Matter How Many Lives." So that was the title of this episode. And this episode was like 33 minutes or whatever. Pretty good lengthy episode. But man, this episode was amazing. So what happened in the last episode was, pretty much Tanjiro and them have, defeated, Gyutaro and, Daki. And the fights cut off the heads, and then all of a sudden a big ass explosion happened. But then we see Nezuko come up and grab Tanjiro, pretty much helping him up, healing him from the poison and everything, using her blood demon art to heal him up. And then, they find Zenitsu, because Zenitsu's like whining, talking about, I can't use my legs, and he's perfectly fine at everything. Like, he's the one that's like the least hurt. And still complaining because, he said, I woke up and now I'm in so much pain and all that, so Zenitsu's still being the same. Pretty funny. And then they find Inosuke, and now, he got that poison, he's about to die and everything. And then Nezuko healed him up as well. And then they go up to Tengen, and then, his three wives is surrounding him, crying and everything, and, talking a lot. And he was like, I want to say my last words before I die. And then they keep on talking, won't shut the hell up. And then he's like, man, I want to be dying without even saying my last words. And then when he was about to die or whatever, Nezuko comes up, heals him, and he's okay. So, like, he's healed up from, like, he don't get no more of the poison, but that hand is still chopped off. But other than that, he's pretty fine. Like, his life ain't in danger, nothing. So yeah, all of them is going to survive and everything. And then Tanjiro hears Gyutaro and Daki arguing. And he runs up with them, and Nezuko is too. And they hear them two arguing, and Daki's calling him ugly and everything. And then Gyutaro was talking about, I wish you was never born. And then Tanjiro pretty much, stopping him from finishing the sentence, covering up his mouth, saying you should not be telling your sister that and everything. And then, she's dying, like she's disintegrating and everything. And she's crying and how she don't want to die or whatever, and then she disintegrates. And then we've seen Gyutaro. Tanjiro moves his hand. He said, no, Yumi. And then apparently that's her name, Umi. That's her name. Daki is actually Umi. So yeah, he finally remembers her name. And then we get the flashback while he's dying, disintegrating and everything. We see their flashback and everything. When he was born, he was beaten by his mom. He was starving. He lived in the poor, like in the low class area in the village. And he was poor and everything. And he was skinny, and, his voice was ugly and everything about him pretty much. And then Umi was born, and then that's when everything started changing, because, she was beautiful and everything. And what he done was, he said he was good at fighting. He found something that he was good at, and then he became like a debt collector. When he collected people's debts and stuff, and pretty much what has happened was they was collecting the debts and all that. Oh yeah, and let me tell you the origin about the name, by the way, before I forget. So Umi's name, how she got that name, was because of the disease that killed their mom. So that's her name. Her name is after a disease that killed her mom. So yeah, but what happened was, like I was saying, he was good at fighting or whatever, and he was collecting debts, and same for her. And what happened was, one day, she pretty much stabbed a samurai in the eye with a hairpin. And then he comes back home and he finds her burned alive. So yeah, she's pretty much dead or almost dead or whatever. She's burnt. And then all of a sudden, while he got his back turned, the samurai comes up, slashes him in the back. But he ain't dead or nothing. He's just injured. And then the woman that was with the samurai was talking about, yeah, that's him. Go ahead and kill him and I'll give you the money. And then, when he was about to go ahead and kill him, all of a sudden we seen Gyutaro jump up in the air using that scythe. They was saying that it was his own toy or whatever. He stabs her in the head, kills her, and then does the same thing with the samurai, killing him. And then he grabs Umi's burnt body, walking with it in the snow and everything, and then he collapses. And then one of the upper moon rank 6 finds him and pretty much made him into a demon. So that's how Umi and Gyutaro became demons. And yeah, that's what happened there. So they became demons, and pretty much that's how everything happened. And then all of a sudden, both of them's dead now. And what has happened was Gyutaro and Umi pretty much are now in the afterlife. When you got the darkness, which is representing hell, and then the light representing heaven. So they're like in between. And pretty much are still arguing right after they already died. Gyutaro was like, don't follow me. You call me ugly and everything. Acting pity as hell. But that's what happened. He was pretty much saying all that stuff. And then she was saying, I'm sorry, I'll never call you that. Just let me be with you, big brother, and all that. So she jumps on his back, saying, don't leave me. And then pretty much he was getting upset. He said, okay, fine. And then they started walking through the flames, going to hell. But yeah, that's what happened. That was pretty insane. And then, we see Tegan talking to the other Hashira. I forgot his name. He's the Hashira with the snake. That got that snake wrapped around him or whatever. With his mouth covered up and everything. Pretty much, the wife was complaining to him, talking about, like, what took you so long to get here and all that. And then, pretty much getting scared by him and everything. And then Tegan was telling him, yeah, Tanjiro, he was the one that saved all of us and everything. And he goes like, Tanjiro was the one that saved y'all? Oh, dang. So pretty much he was surprised that Tanjiro, the kid that he thought that was never going to survive and that he hated and everything, actually survived the battle with a upper rank, with a upper moon rank. But yeah, he was surprised about that. And then at the very end of the episode, we seen, I forgot his name as well, the master of like the Hashiras or whatever. He was with his wife and kids, talking about, and he finds out about the information from the crow, saying that, Tanjiro and all of them had survived and they defeated Upper Moon Rank. And pretty much he said that the tides is now turning and that Muzan's going to get what's coming to him and everything. So yeah, that's what he pretty much said. And I forgot to mention one more part of this episode. It was before the backstories and everything that Tanjiro actually did get like the blood sample of Gyutaro. And he gave it to like the cat that's going to carry it to the lady to get it tested or whatever to try to turn Nezuko back into a human. So yeah, I forgot to mention that part. But yeah, pretty good episode. Like it says, 33 minutes long. So yeah, if you haven't yet, go check it out. It's the last episode of the season. And season 3 is now confirmed to happen. So yeah. And that one's going to be covering the Swordsmith's village arc. Which is the next arc after this. So yeah. Like I said, pretty good episode. If you haven't yet, go check it out. This whole season was pretty good. And next season will be good as well, I bet. So yeah, that's been my Demon Slayer review on this episode. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Chris Medales. And subscribe to this channel, Word of Chris. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It'll all be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later.